Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Denny and Virginia, in which Denny talks to you live, surprisingly, because I'm trying to get better at being uncomfortable, and live still make me very, very uncomfortable. So, on tonight's episode, I just wanted to talk about libraries. As you can see by the title, basically, today I went to Russell Memorial Library because I am currently working on myself. And so while I have the time to go, I do want to take more time to go to my library because I believe libraries are a good thing. They're here to help us out, and we don't always utilize them to the best of our abilities. So I'm trying to take more time away from being stuck in the hole that is my home and remove myself from there and getting more into a space where I'm more honed in on what my goal is at the time, whether it be studying something, reading a book, or trying to get some type of resource or whatever. But yeah, I just want to shout out the public library system here in at least for Chesapeake and the Hampton Roads area. But overarching question is the overarching question for this particular live is, how do you guys feel about libraries in the state of Virginia? For me, more specifically, I would like to know more about how you guys feel about libraries in Hampton Roads. Because as for me, I quite enjoy them. Like I said, I'm working on myself now more, way more than I have in the past, because in the past I haven't worked on myself at all. I was specifically using the libraries the most when I was in grade school and high school, and I was just going there just to read random fiction in the section, in the young adult section, and just that was basically it. Just reading stuff like Harry Potter, Beverly Cleary, and whatnot. S.E. Hinton's books. Um, yeah, The Outsiders. So it was basically I would just go there to go read my fiction books in the young adult section, and that was it. Basically, it was an escape to go to read and transport myself into another world. But nowadays, now that I am a fully grown adult, I haven't been to school in a long time, many years. I am doing some self work, working on self improvement, working on my finances, working on just in general improving my character, improving my drive, improving my motivation, improving myself overall. I'm using the library more as a kind of like my own kind of office, I guess, workspace. It's just I feel like at home I have a lot more distractions and I can't really hone in on the stuff that I need to do when I need to do it when I'm at home. But when I go to a library, I'm all nice and comfortable. I basically just like I said, my home base is Russell Memorial Library. I usually find a desk in the back, a table in the back that has four tables or four chairs, and I can plug in my laptop typically at the table that I choose. And I usually stay there anywhere between an hour to, I think my max is like 4 hours. I admit I haven't been very good. I went today, but I haven't gone in a while, and I haven't been consistent with as many times as I'm going. So I'm trying to break that habit. And even if because my schedule will be changing very soon, so I won't have as much free time as I've had in the past. On the days that I do have off, I would like to spend at least some time in my library because, like I said, it's just it gets you into a different mental state. So let me know, depending, I guess, probably on what your age is, on who's watching this and where you are in life. Do you go to the library here in Hampton Roads or in Virginia in general? Specifically, do you go to Chesapeake? Do you go to Russell Memorial? Let me know, especially if you go to Russell Memorial Library. Let me know in the comments. Let me know if that is your favorite library. And let me know, what is your favorite library? And maybe what is the fanciest library you've been to here? Because there is a difference. Just because a library is fancy doesn't mean that it's your favorite. For example, I've been to Slover Library in Norfolk once or twice, a couple times. I've never actually spent like library time there. I've more been passing through or went there for some random event, but it's a very fancy looking place. I know a lot of people go there to have their events and have their meetings and stuff. It's very big, but yeah, parking's a pain because it's in Norfolk. And so for me, that would be an example of Slover Library. It's very fancy, very nice looking library. But my personal favorite library is Russell Memorial because it is very close to where I live and it's convenient. But it's also kind of tucked away and like hidden in its own little section. It's like if you've ever been to the Harry Potter world at Universal Studios, it's kind of just like its own little thing. So it's very nice that it's not just like everyone knows, oh, the library is right there. So it's kind of like I'm kind of gatekeeping a little bit, but I'm not really because it gatekeeps itself essentially because it's like you get this little sign on the road that says Russell Memorial Library is this way, but there's like a bunch of trees and stuff and just like a little roadway to get in there. And so it's so easy to pass by it. And that's why it's typically not a super busy library. I don't know when its busy times are because every time I go there, like I easily can find a place for myself to sit down and plug in and just spend a couple hours. I've never struggled and it's never been super packed or anything when I've gone. I'm sure there are times when it's packed, but I don't know. I don't know how often people are going to libraries nowadays, but yeah, hopefully this live encourages you, if you haven't thought about it, to just get on out there. Sorry, I'm still slowly dying. Hopefully it encourages you to get on out there and check out your local library. I'm not telling you you have to go to Russell Memorial. I'm not telling you have to go to Slover. I'm not telling you got to go to Portsmouth or any specific library. Just find a library near you and just check it out. And if you don't like that one, check out another one. I guarantee you, within like a 10-mile radius or whatever, you're gonna find a library that you're like, oh yeah, this is it. This is a place where I can see myself getting in the zone to focus on either me or getting in the zone to get a fictional book and just literally transport yourself into that world. I don't know. I just like libraries. I've liked libraries pretty much from grade school and then it stopped when I got to college because then, everything in college, college. I'm not going to talk about college. It wasn't a great time. But now I've been reinvigorated because I'm working on myself to just really treasure my local library a lot more. So I'm just hoping to spread a little library love because it is a free resource, and boy, oh boy, do they have resources. I didn't write down my notes, which is what I'm supposed to be doing a framework for these lives, but I mean, we're just gonna do them and pray for the best. But there are a lot more resources other than the physical books that they have in there. Like they have DVDs, they have CDs, music, they have computers for you. You can print stuff. Now, I will say Russell Memorial doesn't have as many resources. I feel like don't come at me, please. I still love it. I still love it. But I feel like it doesn't have as many obvious resources as it did in the past. They've kind of like restructured it and reshaped it. I blame COVID for that. But yeah, it wasn't there was used to be like a central station where you could go if you need like any type of work resource, any type of anything. There was like one desk in the very middle that you can go to for all your needs, but they don't really have that anymore. So it's kind of like I don't know where the resources are. They're somewhere, I'm sure. But that's besides the point. The point is go to a library if you haven't been to a library in a long time, or if you went to a library yesterday, good for you. Go again the next day. If you have time, just try to make time at least once a week, just once a week, to get on over to your local library and show them some love, show them some support, show them that we appreciate them, and utilize the free resources that you have at your disposal. Because like I said, not only do they have really, really good books, not just fictional books, they have really good nonfiction books. For me, I've been working on self-help, so I've been up in that self-help section and the finance section because I'm trying to learn more about my finances and financial freedom and wealth making. And it's just there's a lot of resources there that I didn't know was there because I was never looking for it. But now that I'm looking for it, I'm like, oh wow, there's a lot of stuff there. On top of, like I said, on top of the physical stuff they have in the library, there are also resources that you can use digitally to help advance you in your career or just like have more access to more books, ebooks, um, audiobooks, like the Libby app and the Hoopla app. Those are the only two apps that I can speak for because I personally have them. But those are two more apps where it's like, even if it's not physically in the library, you can either check Libby or Hoopla and see if they're up there. And you have so many more options. Like there was a book by David Goggins that I saw on I saw it. I'm still trying not to die on the shelf, at Russell Memorial Library like 2 weeks ago or a week ago or something. And then today it was gone. And I was like, well, where did it go? And so I just looked up David Goggins on the thing, and it said that, of course, somebody took it because, I mean, like, self help, like, you're gonna get David Goggins. And I found out that it's actually on Hoopla. So I think there was like one more copy available on Hoopla. And I didn't get it because I have a lot of reading to catch up on. But it's good to know that not only do I have a physical copy that I can get at the library, but I can go on a Hoopla app or I can go on the Libby app, and there's a chance that I can get an ebook or even an audio copy of the book. So that's really cool. And another cool thing is that sometimes the library, probably all the time, the library has book sales. And so these are some of the books that I've gotten. I have not read any of them. No, I have not. But I think they were all just 50 cents each. And I'm like, that's dope. I got a couple of good Christian books as well. But yeah, I just want to spend a few minutes to talk to y'all about the library and shout them out and just encourage you guys to go to your local library. Virginia, please get out here and represent and just support your local library. And let me know if you do so. And if you do, what's your favorite library? What do you like to do in the library? And maybe tell me what is your favorite book? Um, Still trying not to die, sorry. I will tell you that as of this moment, let's see. My favorite book, I don't even know if I can tell you that. I can tell you my favorite fictional book from my youth. It was definitely The Outsiders. That was my favorite book because it made me cry and put me on an emotional roller coaster, and I never got over it. So, yeah, let me know what's your favorite book, what's your favorite thing to do at the library, and what is your favorite library. So, I hope this has encouraged you. Blah, 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 blah. I hope this encourages you guys out in Virginia, especially in Hampton Roads, especially in Chesapeake, the peak of excellence, to get out there to your local library and just take a look around, give them some support, look at the resources that you have available, and yeah, just give them a visit. So that's all I have for this stream. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Dinny out.